Hello. Bit weathery out here today, so I'll be brief. I've got the UGears hurdy-gurdy, which is 292 pieces to make a puzzle, three-dimensional, working hurdy-gurdy. I need to point out that I don't know how to play the hurdy-gurdy, but from what I've read online, that's not going to make any difference as to how this particular model sounds, because apparently it sounds a bit crap even if you know what you're doing. I backed this on Kickstarter in about 2016 because for some reason I just thought that's what I need in my life, is a hurdy-gurdy, a working model of a hurdy-gurdy. Anyway, I put it in the cupboard because it looked a bit intimidating, and now the time has come to actually do it. So I'm going to go and set up the time-lapse camera and we're going to put this together. small, yet also chunky. That's the hurdy-gurdy. It took about 5.5 to 6 hours. I didn't time it exactly. I'm just going on what I think it took. What's more precise than that? And I've just noticed I forgot to put one of the joining pegs in, but it's fine. It's all holding together. I really love a lot of the little details on this. I like the vine details on the side, the vine etched in on the top, the little leafy bits, the frilly bits. It's a well thought out, well designed piece of puzzlery. I wouldn't necessarily call it a musical instrument. I'm going to play it for you now, and I promise you, you are not ready. Two strings on this instrument. There's this string here, which is the note string, which plays the notes, because that's the one that's pushed in and out by the finger keys. Oops, by the finger keys. And this string here is the drone string, which gives a background drone. And it sounds pretty terrible. Here we go. I did tell you weren't ready. One thing I have done is I've replaced the strings. The strings that came with the kit are fishing line, and that's fine. But I wondered if it would sound better with ukulele strings, and surprisingly, considering what you've just heard, it actually does sound a little bit better with ukulele strings. And I don't know if that's true, or if I'm just trying to convince myself because I've put two of my ukulele strings on this. I think it's going to be predominantly ornamental. Let's be honest. But I had a really, really good time building it. And as I said, I really love all the little details, the way it all fits together. The original plan for this week's video was the same sort of thing from a different company. Not a hurdy-gurdy, but a model from a different company. And none of the pieces fit without considerable sanding. So you would punch a piece out of the piece of wood. You would then sand it for ages to get up to 2-3 millimeters off the sides of it, and then it really wouldn't fit very well anyway. So this was a dream because everything just fits. Everything that's supposed to click together clicks together. You might need a little bit of wax, you might need a little bit of brute force, but for the brute force, they actually give you a hammer to build. So you get a little bonus hammer for hitting things with. What's not to love? And that was actually really handy for getting some of the little pegs in, and for also assembling the body, which was, that light's not great, assembling the body, which was a little bit tricksy in places. It's a beautiful conversation piece. I don't know how often I will be playing it. I did have a look to see, oh, my rubber band's gone loose. I did have a look to see how much an actual hurdy-gurdy would cost, because this kit I think cost me $70, and I think it is $70 to $80 at the moment. And I wondered what that compared to with an actual proper instrument. And the starting price for a hurdy-gurdy is about $1,000. So you can't really expect magic from a $70 self-assembled kit, which probably doesn't have enough wax on it. I definitely did sand the wheel enough. If you make this kit and you think you've sanded the wheel enough, you haven't sanded the wheel enough. Sand it a little bit more, because that needs to be really smooth with the rosin as well. But yeah, I love it. I love how it looks. I love how it feels to hold. It's going to sit nicely on a shelf somewhere. And the Kickstarter advertising video for this said you could become a popular hurdy-gurdy star. I don't think that's going to happen with this, but it's a great thing to have, and it's a great thing to hold, and it's a great thing to have built. And I really, really enjoyed it. I can't get over all the little details, the way everything clicks together. It was fantastic, and it remains fantastic, and it's going to look beautiful on my shelf where I will never play it again because the dog doesn't like it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a nice time, and I will see you with the next video. You take care of yourself. See you soon. Bye-bye.